Galatians 2 verses 20. I have been crucified with Christ and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. How are you doing today? I have a question to ask you. Who are you? And do you like the current version of yourself? If the answer is no, then I have a special treat for you. In this life, when we want to reach new heights and we want to reach new levels, we need to realize that we have to change. And change is uncomfortable. But I'm going to give you 3 simple ways that'll make this process much more smoother. Because I know you want to be successful. I know you want to achieve the dream life you desire. And the current version of you just can't get that life right now. Let's be real. So the first thing you need to realize is that you need to drop your ego, bro. You have to die to your pride. Because the current version of you is not the version that you want to be, right? So how do you change that version of yourself? Well, you have to do different things. Because if you want different results, you can't keep doing the same actions. If you're wasting too much time on social media, obviously that's not the version of you that's going to attain the dream life you desire. And I'm telling you right now, when you start making different choices, when you start doing different things, your flesh or your ego is not going to like that. And you're going to feel resistance towards it. But I'm telling you right now, continue going down that path. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be painful, right? But I promise you right now that what will happen if you don't go down that path is you'll live a life of bitterness and regret, because you'll think to yourself, what if I had changed? What if I had been better? What if I had pursued the greatest version of myself? And it takes a strong man to drop his ego and say, okay, what do I have to do to change? I need to change. I am on the wrong path. This is not what God wants me to do in my life. Now, I know this isn't easy for everybody. It's not easy for anyone, honestly, to change their habits and to become the best version of themselves. But I want to help you. And that's why I decided to make this video, because a lot of people struggle to change. A lot of people struggle to evolve from their bad habits to making better choices with their lives. And you need to realize that you're too comfortable, bro. And the way you've been living is not working anymore, as you can probably tell. So if you're really ready to change your life, you need to realize that you have to be sick of what you're doing currently. You have to be sick of that pornography. You have to be sick of that alcohol, of that drug addiction. You have to be sick of these things that are ruining your life and that you know are ruining your life. Because as I was going on my walk today and I was thinking to myself, what if I die and God told me that, no, you had so much more to give. You had so much more you could have accomplished if you had let go of the things I was telling you to let go of. And I don't want that to happen to you as well. I don't want you to die and have regrets. Remember this and never forget it. Pride is the armor that your ego wears to avoid real change, bro. When you're defensive, when people come at you, you clam up and you put up your walls because you know they're right. In fact, right now, maybe some of you guys feel defensive. Some of you guys are like, oh, what is he talking about? He's just yapping. But deep down, you know I'm right. Deep down, you know that I'm telling the truth. And deep down, you know that it's time to change. You can say you're okay all you want, but people can see right through that. People know you're not okay. People know that you're hurting inside. And the more that you think that you're okay, the more that you delude yourself into thinking that you're just fine and everything's going well in your life, the more that you start to deteriorate mentally, physically, and even spiritually, bro. So right now, how do you kill this pride? All right. You must confess your struggles to someone that you trust, because this will help humble you, and that'll help you to destroy the lies the enemy's been telling you this whole time, that you're not good enough, and that if someone found out you're this way, they wouldn't accept you. Second thing is this: you need to find an accountability partner, and I specialize in this. So if you guys need help with this area, if you guys need help having someone to hold you accountable, as I help the people on the screen right now, you can click the top link in the description, but you don't have to. And the last thing is not easy. You have to admit when you're wrong, because sometimes we, myself included, do not like to be wrong. We want to always be right. So by confessing your struggles, by finding someone to hold you accountable, and by admitting when you're wrong, you can be on your way to destroying that pride inside of you. And that's the first step to breaking off the old self and becoming the new person you want to be. Now, the second reason why you're not changing is because you're not starving your flesh, bro. You are feeding your flesh the pornography, the overeating, the alcohol, the lust, all these different things. You're destroying your flesh. You're destroying yourself. You're destroying your soul with these things. And you know deep down it's time to change. So how do you practically starve your flesh? Well, like my favorite thing is to fast. Because what happens when you don't starve your flesh? You die spiritually. Romans 8 verses 13. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live. You need the spirit to overcome the flesh. So when you fast, it could also include sacrificing porn, gossip, toxic music. This is a big one. The music you listen to, it affects you. I'm telling you right now. The Ken Carson, the Playboy Cardi, these demonic, wicked people. Yes, I'm telling you right now. If that makes you upset, I'm telling the truth. Because these people are leading you guys astray. And you're just blindly following like sheep. If you just open your eyes for a second and read what they're actually saying in the songs, you'll be like, wait, what am I listening to, bro? Having sex with women? Beating girls? Like, come on, bro. You can do better, bro. Do you really think that music's not affecting your mind? Do you really think that the way you think is not influenced by what you listen to constantly, day in and day out? When you're at the gym, when you're just sitting in the car, right? When you're with your friends, all this music influences you. So you got to be intentional about what you put in your spirit, because you need to guard your heart, because out of it flows the issues of life. If you're filled with hatred, watch what you're listening to. Is it songs filled with violence? You got to be aware, bro. It's time to wake up. The next way I like to deny myself or kill off my flesh is by doing the things I don't want to do. A lot of you guys are led by your feelings. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing this work that I know I have to do, that'll probably change my life, that I'm too lazy to do. Do you know why you lack so much confidence right now? Do you know why you don't trust yourself? It's because you tell yourself you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. and when the alarm comes on, you click snooze 15 times. That's what happens when you don't stick to what you say you will do. Now, I understand how it feels to feel like you're in control, to feel like you're not in control of yourself, right? And that's why fasting, I'm telling you right now, you will regain your ability to control your flesh. Because when you let your flesh get out of control, it's going to control you. You tell yourself, God, forgive me for watching pornography, and the next day you go back and do it. The reason why you can't stop doing it is because you're not denying yourself, bro. You could try to resist all you want. You could try to not look at these things, or you could try to delete social media. That can help, yeah. But if you're not disciplining your core, which is your flesh, you're going to fail either way, because the enemy is going to find other ways to get to you, and bam, you're cooked. I'm just being real with you, because I've been through this myself. I realized that the only thing that's helped me to overcome lust is fasting and prayer. These two things. Everything else is helpful, but it's not the core solution. The next thing you must do is not easy, but it's necessary. You must confront your demons. And when I say demons, I'm talking about like the things that are wrong with you. You can't keep hiding the things that you don't like about yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, because that's where healing begins. That's where you can actually make some changes. Because the first step to healing is awareness that you need to be healed. So you need to stop hiding how you truly feel from God. Because you pray these shallow, weak prayers. God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this food. Bring me safely to school and back. But when are you actually going to pray, God, I'm struggling with this right now, and it feels like no one else is with me. It feels like I have no one else in my life to support me. Those are the prayers that actually move the needle. And when are you going to do those prayers? Because if you want to build your relationship with God, it starts with your heart. It's not about just saying the right words. It's about your actual intentions in your heart, because God looks at the heart and not the mouth. So if there's something you know that God wants you to heal, there's something inside of you, maybe some bitterness over an ex, maybe some trauma, right? Don't hide that from the Lord. Allow him to heal those parts of you, because that's going to help you get a deeper relationship with him. And like I said earlier, telling a trusted friend, this helps a lot as well. So do this, and I promise you, you will begin to feel the healing, and you will begin to become a new person, because those old wounds will be gone. Because a lot of us, I'll go into this a little bit. A lot of us have our vices, not because we want to do them. The pornography, right? We don't watch porn just because we want to do it for fun. Some people do, which are crazy. But the majority of people don't do that. The majority of people have a certain emotional attachment to this addiction. They do it because they want intimacy. They do it because they feel unloved. They do it because they feel like it's the only way to get comfort. Like it's the only way to cure the boredom they feel. Like it's the only way to feel some type of purpose, because they feel purposeless in their life. All of these things can revolve around this addiction. And most people aren't even aware of this. Most people don't even know why they do the things they do. And they're so confused and they're lost. And that's why I've made it my mission to help people destroy this addiction. So I'm trying to help you as much as I possibly can. And if one of those reasons resonates with you, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's the second link in the description. I'll respond back to you. We could talk about whatever you're struggling with. But as I said before, you need to stop faking it, bro. Be real with yourself. You have a problem, and that's okay. God is here to fix it. Now, you must realize this. This is a bonus tip. When you're trying to change, your old self is going to try and emerge. It's going to try and drag you back to the old habits you had. And sometimes you may fall back into them. But that does not mean you became the old person. That just means you're human, bro. And you got to learn from those mistakes you make, because that's exactly how you're going to become a new person and how you're going to sustain that identity. It's not enough to want to change, bro. You have to kill the old version of yourself. You have to let those habits die, because you need to stop looking back to Egypt. The Israelites themselves, they were in the wilderness for 40 years and they were like, send us back to Egypt. But they forgot that they were slaves. We were slaves as well, right? And we just want to go back to our addictions because it was more comfortable. But think about it. Were you actually happy? No. Don't be like the Israelites, bro. So focus on new habits and new thoughts, because your thoughts determine your actions. And your actions, constantly done over time, will form a new habit. So let this season be your funeral, bro. And let the new you rise. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if it was impactful for your life, let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you want to reach out to me personally and speak to me personally, you can connect with me on IG. It's the second link in the description. And if you struggle with pornography, and if you want to increase your confidence and become a superior man, DM me the word superior on IG using the second link in the description. But with that said, if you want to support this mission of greatness, you guys can check out the Peace Over Problems merchandise, which is linked in the description, or will probably be somewhere on the screen right here. But with that said, remember this: in a world full of problems, choose peace.